Hi, this is Janice Franti, the Queen of Chaos, and today let's talk about perfection and how it can rear its ugly head and cause a lot of problems in our lives. Um, on the surface, it would look like perfectionism would be the thing to do if you really wanted to excel and do the right thing. But if we look at it a little more closely, we see that it can basically wreak havoc because there are two ways really that it can do it. First off is the big picture. Either you can start to think you need to do too many things just because you feel like you need to be busy all the time and that you need to be accomplishing 20 things. And once you do 20, then you think 30 is better. And on it goes. And next thing you know, you're just touching base on everything because you don't have enough time to really get into anything that you're doing, and so you end up skimming and not doing anything quite right. So in the big picture, it looks like you're being very accomplished because you're doing this and you're doing that, but in reality, you're really not doing any of them, or not very many of them. So that's the one way perfectionism can ruin you, basically. And the problem is that you can wake up in 20 or 30 years and look around and find out that you have let a few balls slip, which are the main things in your life, like your kids or your marriage, your family, and your health. So this is something very important that you need to look at. And then of course there's the other obvious one, is perfectionism as in the details of things. Sometimes we get so bogged down in trying to complete things to the finest detail that we only get one thing done. And then by the end of the day we're wondering, where did all the time go and how come we don't have this done and we don't have that done. So those are two things to really look at, and maybe have a good look inside and wonder why you have this perfectionism gene in you, or streak. A lot of times it is environmental from when you're a child. Sometimes it just happens to be environmental even when you're an adult. You have people that you want to please. Being people pleasing is a really big aspect of this, or having somebody in your life that just makes you feel that you're not good enough at any point. It could have been 20 years ago and you've kind of internalized that. So it's a really good thing to look at and get rid of, because you need to look at being balanced. For myself, that's something I'm really looking at this year. That's my buzzword, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Having a buzzword or a theme for the year, and mine's balance. Everything I do, I ask myself, is this, am I doing this, approaching this in a balanced way? And it makes a big difference. And this can help you overcome your perfectionism if you're finding that it's a problem. And sometimes you'll see this in your boost circuit, because you'll give yourself 5 or 10 minutes to do one area, and then you'll find out that 15 has gone by and you're still not finished because you're worrying about one little speck of something somewhere, or just doing too many fine details instead of moving on. So if you find that you don't seem to be doing all of your tasks on your boost circuit all the time, then that would also be a good thing to look at, because the thing is, remember that there is always tomorrow. And I find if I really use the timer well and quit when I say I'm going to quit, that I just look forward to doing it tomorrow and again getting another step farther. And that's one way I also use the 5-minute magic. Instead of doing a specific 5-minute magic, I will just put an extra minute on 5 things to do that, just that little extra. So those are a couple of hints for you on your boost housework circuit. And if you're not doing that, you can go on to my website at queenofkaos.com/home/boost circuit, and you will be able to get all the details on there. I find that it's one of the best things I've done to get things quite a lot nicer around here, and a lot of people seem to like it. So next time we'll be talking to you about your theme for the year. It's 2014 on this, as of this video. Might be a lot later by the time you see it, but that's what we're looking at next. And in the meantime, have a shiny day.